Hey guys, welcome to health class with Mrs. Roller. That's me. We'll be in room 202 for the next 90 days, so come here every day prepared to learn. If you need me for any reason at all during the semester, the best way to get in contact with me is look at the arrow, kroller@bcps.org. This is also found on the back of your syllabus. All right, so who am I? First off, I am a mom of two beautiful girls. Cameron is my oldest girl. She's 4. She's right there petting that horse. And then there's Kaylin, who is 2, and she is our little, I don't know, a little terror. I'm married to, obviously, Mr. Roller. He is actually a social studies teacher, too. He's at Perry Hall High. This is my 11th year teaching and my 8th year at Kenwood High School. Before teaching here, I actually taught health at Middle River Middle School. If any of you weren't there, I probably know some of your old teachers. All right, a little bit more about me. I am obsessed with health. I am a health nut. I love every single thing about health. I would say my favorite is probably nutrition. My friends and family think I am completely nuts. I try to eat only real foods, and we'll get more into that when we get into the nutrition unit. And as my daughter Cameron says, we try to eat from Mama Earth. We actually planted a huge garden this year, so if any of you need tomatoes, let me know. I'm passionate about teaching this course, and I really hope that I get you all to start thinking about your health and maybe changing some of those unhealthy ways. I always say this, where would you be without your health? Those are a little slow, you'd be dead. All right, so let's focus on health. All right, so what on earth will we be learning in health class? Our first unit is mental health and wellness, and this is where we're going to be looking at your mind, how you're thinking. We'll be looking at stress that you might be going through. We'll focus in on mental disorders. We'll look at tons of health issues that go on with your mind, and more importantly, how can you overcome these or maybe help a person in need. Okay, our second unit is nutrition. This is about 10 lessons long. We'll get all about the food plate. We'll learn about the different food groups, and then we'll get into some stuff about genetically modified organisms, stuff that the FDA is doing. It ends up being a pretty cool unit. Our third unit is alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs. This is also about 10 lessons long. Obviously here we're going to learn about the dangers of drugs. We're going to learn about, ways to say no. We'll learn about some of the consequences of using drugs for the individual or the family. And finally, everyone's favorite unit, drum roll, relationships and human sexuality. This will really, I love this unit. Kids get really into it. We'll talk all about the relationships that you're forming with, different partners. We'll look at, are they healthy? Ways to communicate better relationships. We'll talk about reproduction. We will look at the babies being born. We'll talk about STDs, how to abstain from sexual activity, and it's pretty cool. Anyway, even if you are 18 years old, even if you have a child, you will need your parents to sign off for this if you are living with them. So I will give you guys all permission slips that you can take home tonight and have your parent or guardians sign them. All right. Okay, to be successful in class, pretty much you need what you need in any other class. You need a binder or folder. If you don't have one of these, you're more than welcome to keep a folder in class, and I have some up front if any of you guys would like it. Let me know. You guys can put your name on it, and then you can store it in the back in the book rack. You also need lined paper and pens or pencils. In the back of the room, if you guys would look, you will see tons of school supplies back there. So there's a sharpener back there, there's tape, there's paper, pens, anything that you need I can, get for you with regards to school supplies. So just let me know. Okay, so class requirements. If you aren't aware, this is a graduation requirement, so it's very important that you come to class every single day. If you notice, your classwork and participation and attendance is 70% of your overall grade. So that's the bulk of your grade. Tests and quizzes and assessments make up the remaining 30%. Okay, so how you can be graded? You guys have been going through Kenwood now for 4, maybe 5 years, and we've been doing the mastery grading, and I do that in here as well. Kind of put my own spin on it. Basically, if you get an assignment back, I might only grade one portion of it that has to do with what really is assessing the objective or the standard in health. Okay, so if you get a 4 in your paper, you might think, wah, wah, that's terrible. When in actuality, a 4 is an A. So think of your grading policy as a like a GPA. So if a 4 would be an A, 3 would be B, etc. Okay, you guys can redo until you prove mastery. So if you get a paper back and you didn't really quite get it, or maybe you rushed through it, I don't know, and you got 1 point, redo it, okay? And just redo the portion that you need to, resubmit that, and then hopefully you can earn the full points. All work, including redos, must be submitted before the end of the unit. Okay, once we finish, let's say, the mental health unit, you cannot go back and redo stuff from the mental health unit when you've already been assessed on it and we're in the nutrition unit. Okay, and I'll let you guys know deadlines and all that kind of stuff when they come up. All right, so activities in health. Similar to any class, you guys will do some individual work. You'll be in groups a lot. If you notice, the classroom is set up so you guys can collaborate daily with the people at your group. You guys will be taking notes and completing classwork assignments. Be prepared that I probably will collect something from you every single day, whether it's a classwork, whether it's an assessment, whether it's a little drill quiz. Okay, and getting to the next point, every day when you guys come in, you will have a drill. So you should immediately, sit down, get out your pen and pencil, and find your drill sheet and start answering that. If you're ever absent, make sure that you get the drill from somebody at your group, or you can look up at the front board. You'll see a drill and objective bulletin board. Feel free to look there, and if it's too far gone, I have a binder in the back filled with all the drills that we complete. Just see me if you need help, with what we missed with the drill. Okay, you guys will also have informal and formal assessments. In the past, I have just sometimes spoken to kids, and I asked them, what do you think about what's going on, or can you explain to me the process of the stress response informally? Okay, and if you're able to do that, you would have gotten credit for that day. There are formal assessments. We will have a unit test at the end of each unit, and then there's also a final exam. Okay, I'm really big onto projects. You're going to have a project for each unit, and we'll be going to the computer lab for that. I'm also a big proponent of using technology to enhance learning. We'll go over the cell phone policy in a moment, but I use cell phones a lot in the class. You just need to know, and I will direct you when it's time to use your cell phone. We will have lots of stuff in the class to help you, remember what's going on. We will use Edmodo. We're going to have a YouTube channel in this class so that you can access the information. And again, as we, progress through the next 2 quarters, you'll get more in depth about what's expected of you with technology. Before I forget, you guys really need to make sure that you have your end grade username and password. That's our new grading grade book, so you can see what you have in this class. All right. If you turn your syllabus over to the back, I'm going to go over a couple policies. These have changed this year. Dr. Taylor is really cracking down on the lateness as well as the class cuts. So it's really important that you all, follow this policy so you don't get yourself in trouble. You guys are seniors. You really should be leading the school with this. All right, so first offense, you get a student warning, and this includes lateness to first period. Second offense, you get another warning and your parents are notified. Okay, third offense, you'll actually serve a whole group detention. Okay, it might be at lunch, it might be with administration, it might be at the end of the day, it might be when your day ends, and then obviously your parent is notified. Okay, fourth offense, you get an administrative detention. Fifth offense, you're going to be assigned ALC. And from what I understand, it's ALC all day long. Okay, so you would not just miss the one class that you were late to, it would be the entire day. Sixth offense, your parents are going to need to come into the school. And then lastly, your seventh offense is Saturday school. If you don't show up to Saturday school, you will get Saturday school again. There are no redos. So let's say you get to the seventh offense. You don't wipe your slate clean. You would just have Saturday school every single time that you were late for the rest of the quarter. I think actually they're doing it for the semester. Okay, so for the rest of the semester. Halfway through the year, the slate would be wiped clean and you could start fresh. Okay, class cuts. All right, first offense, you get administrative detention right away and a phone call home. Second offense, you get a parent conference. And then third offense is Saturday school. Again, you guys are seniors. You need to be here. You want to graduate. That's why you're here. You worked your butts off for the last 4 or 5 years. Come to school. Do what you need to so you can get out of here. All right, my particular procedures in my class. First off, when you come into the class, you need to be prepared to learn. So all your electronics should be off and away. If you ever need your phone out because there's something going on at home or you are interviewing for a job, just communicate that with me before class. If your cell phone becomes an issue, what I found that works well in the past is, I'll give you a warning, you put it away. If you keep bringing it out, we can do one of two things. You can bring it up and put it in this little basket up here, and you can get it at the end of class, or I can call administrator and they can come and get that from you. If it continues to be a problem, you will lose 1 point every single time that I see your cell phone out off your grade. Obviously, you guys know the drill. Remove your hats and headphones when you come into the class, and then begin your class drill. I'm pretty much a stickler when it comes to submitting work on time. It's very important that if you need extra time, you let me know that, or if you're absent for any reason, you have 1 week to make up the work that you missed. In the back of the room, you're going to see a bin that says makeup work. Every single thing that we do will be in there. At the front of the room, you're going to see a thing that will have your table of contents, okay? So if you notice that you are missing your syllabus, okay, you would look up at the table of contents. You see that there's a number 1 there. That would be in folder number 1 in the back of the bin. And again, if you need help with this, please, please, please let me know. Okay, it's also important that you pay attention in class at all times. Obviously, if your head is down and you're not participating, you never did that work to begin with, so you can't redo it. Okay, you guys, again, are here to learn. You're here to graduate. If there's something going on and you're sick, or there's something going on at home and you just need me to back off and you need a moment, just let me know that when you come in. Okay, I'll be more than willing to work with you. Okay, we kind of already went over the lateness, but you need to make sure that you are on time, prepared to learn each and every day. If you're absent for any reason, make sure that you bring in your absent note. Okay, if you would, look at the very bottom of the paper. You can see where it says student's name. And then if you would write your name there, print it, and then you can sign it. All right, thank you very much.
You done?